5'10" sophomore from Chalfont, Pennsylvania, averaging almost 11 points a game. She's in the top 10 in the Central Atlantic Collegiate Conference in rebounds and steals. Searfoss was last year's CACC Rookie of the Year, second in shooting at 54%, averaging 10.5 points a game, and in the top 10 in assists and free throw shooting in the CACC. In the middle is Carolyn Cravo, a 6'1" senior from Belmont, New Jersey, who averages just under 7 points and just over 6 rebounds per game. Rounding up the starting five for Holy Family, Ava Morrow, a 5'10" junior from Morgantown, Pennsylvania, and Lindsay Treader, a 5'8" senior from Philadelphia. Head coach for Holy Family is Tiger alum Bernadette Markaitis, 62-35 at Holy Family. Overall as head coach, 85-40. Markaitis from the class of 2000 was a 3-year captain at Holy Family, playing under legendary head coach Mike McLaughlin, who is, of course, for those who follow things like this, the head coach at the University of Pennsylvania these days, and doing very well there, of course. So the Falcons will be wearing the home whites, and Holy Family the road blacks. This is the last game for Bentley before the mandated holiday break. I'm sure they're ready to take a little bit of a breather. It'll be a little more than 2 weeks off for Bentley before they resume play, which will be on Wednesday, January 3rd here at the Dana Center in Northeast 10 conference action against Assumption. They'll follow that up with a game 3 days later against St. Rose, and 2 days after that on Monday the 8th, a non-conference game against the College of Staten Island. So indeed, Bentley in the midst of a 5-game homestand, this being game number 2 of the 5. Holy Family, meanwhile, as I mentioned, 10-1 overall. They're 2-0 in CACC play. 4th straight road game for them, but they do go home for 2 more games after Christmas. On New Year's Eve, they'll host Lincoln of Pennsylvania, and then on January 3rd, they'll host Wilmington. We are underway at the Dana Center with Bentley taking the first possession of the game, going from right to left. There's Thompson looking to turn the corner. Whitmore down the lane will pull up off the glass, won't go. Ducharme on the offensive glass. Out for Yeomans. She misfires on the 3, and the Tigers grab the rebound. Bentley, the top 3-point shooting team, both in terms of makes and percentage in the NE10. In fact, they've made more than twice as many threes as their opponents have. Holy Family, though, gets the first points of the game. There's Taylor Hinkle inside, who banks that one in. Bentley averaging 66 points a game. Holy Family 68.5. Falcon turnover as Cabanto looking for Whitmore, who had turned seemingly to go into the post and lost sight of the basketball, and Falcons turn it over. Holy Family actually started the season with a loss against Franklin Pierce. It was at the College of Staten Island season opening classic. They've won 10 in a row since then. Hinkle too strong on the drive. Long outlet goes to Cabantu. Skip pass to the left. Yeomans into the lane. Flips it out for Thompson. She tries the 3. Too strong. Bentley had enormous difficulty in the first half against Malloy from long distance. They were 2 of 17 in the first half. Struggled to score in that game, but an 11-3 stretch to start the 4th quarter gave them a 9-point lead, and they held on from there. Put back for 2 by Prevo. Got inside and put it in with the left. So 2 early hoops for Holy Family. And Bentley having to negotiate the zone here that the Tigers are playing. Back and forth it goes. Thompson. Cabantu left corner 2. Second offensive rebound for Ducharme. Yeomans thought about the 3. Thought she was going to pull the trigger. Didn't. Falcons getting no penetration here. Everything's on the perimeter. And a travel by Yeomans. Well, Falcons were without 2 rotation players the other day against Malloy. They do have 1 back today, at least available. Freshman Nia Morgan missing some time with a bone bruise. 2 games to be exact. She is dressed today and available for use. We'll see how much she can give the Falcons. Meanwhile, Sierra Norman is out again. She is missing her 5th straight game. She's been suffering from a non-COVID illness that has put her out of action for a couple of weeks here. Hopefully the 2+ week break will give her an opportunity to recover and get back out on the court for the Falcons. Bentley looking for their first points here, and they'll get an opportunity after offensive foul on Hinkle. A little bit aggressive, trying to establish position inside. Soft pressure up court for the Tigers. Nearly produces a turnover, but good hands by Yeomans. And back into the zone they go. Yeomans left wing three, got it. Cassidy Yeomans gets Bentley on the board. She's made 7 threes this season and 9 twos. Hasn't shot it well though. It's been a tough season for her to get rhythm, under 20%. Tigers get 2 back right away as Sirfos turns the corner and gets to the hoop. So for the Tigers, 3 buckets right at the rim. Bentley with just 1 long ball. The zone is effective. Thompson finds some space. Back out to Yeomans. Virtually the same spot, turned it down. Thompson takes that one. Nope. Tipped up by Ducharme, and a nice rebound in traffic taken by Prevost. Here comes Sirfos. Right side to Morrow. And a collision and a charge called on Prevost. Trying to go across the lane. Ran over and through Ducharme. That's her first foul, second on the team. And that gives Brooke Obar a chance to check in the game for the Falcons. Obar, a 5'8" senior from North Yarmouth, Maine. Obar netted a career-high 18 not too long ago. Bentley's 59-42 win at Adelphi. Made 6 threes in that game. Falcons again restricted to the perimeter. Holy Family doing a nice job here, but Bentley finds some space inside. Whitmore's shot is rejected. Ducharme on the putback with 4 on the shot clock, gets fouled. Nope. Actually, we're going to get a travel before the contact. So that zone has proven more than effective. Julie Eli, who's out of the starting 5 today, makes her first appearance. A handful of substitutions for Holy Family. Freshman forward Kara Meredith from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, and sophomore forward Claire Doherty from Lehman, Pennsylvania, into the game, as well as Carly Bolivar, a transfer from the now defunct Alliance University, into the game. Bolivar, a grad student from Elmont, New York. Meredith takes a 3 which skids off the iron. Bentley looks to get going in transition. Bolivar inside for Eli. Contact, but she played right through it and scored. There's a nice job of body control by Julia Eli, using the left, kissing it off the glass. Falcons nearly forced a turnover, but it will stay with Holy Family. And here comes freshman Nia Morgan into the game. Morgan, an explosive freshman from Swampscott, Mass, averaging 9.5 points a game. So we'll see what her contribution can be. We'll see how mobile she is, defending on the perimeter against Lindsay Treader. Doherty turns and faces on Eli. Gets into a post move, forced into a tough shot. Offensive rebound and tight by Hinkle, who scores. Hinkle 5th in the CACC in rebounding, 8.5 per game. Whitmore in the teeth of the paint. Pass is deflected, a little bit telegraphed. Bounce pass too far. Hinkle trying to find Treader, but that was ill-advised. Ducharme checks in for Whitmore. Midway through the first quarter, the 14th ranked Falcons trailing Holy Family 8-5. Teams just sort of feeling things out here. Bentley dealing with Holy Family's half-court zone, and now with, again, some soft pressure up court. Nothing has come easy for Bentley in this game, a lot like the Malloy game. Ducharme against the bigger Doherty. Jump hook is short. There's Bolivar. Now Hinkle has played all the way through so far. Same for Treader. Nice catch by Hinkle, sends it out to the perimeter. Treader for 3. Nope. And Ducharme takes the rebound away from her own teammate. Holy Family shooting 32% as a team for three-point territory. That's actually best in the CACC, and they're almost 42% overall, which is second in the league. Obar on the kickout pass from Morgan for three. See the benefit of the penetration as Nia Morgan got inside that first layer of defense. Obar spotting up, hits the three for a 15th of the season, and Bentley ties the game at 8. Long two from Doherty rattles around and out. Morgan works against Bolivar. Eli inside, makes a nice catch, turns, and uses the glass for two. A nice boost off the bench here for Bentley early from Eli. Falcons have scored the last 5 to take a 2-point lead. Doherty inside. Gets it back from Meredith. Tosses up a runner. Nope. Hinkle on the offensive glass. No. And Ducharme with the rebound. Good battle between those two. Left side, Morgan. Using a screen. Into the lane. Nope. Ducharme keeps it alive. Morgan on the floor too. It squirts out of bounds. And it's Tiger basketball. Whitmore back on the floor for Bentley. Searfoss among a handful of Holy Family substitutions. Fravo back on the floor. So is Morrow. And a first appearance for senior Jen Koklas. Fravo giving some space. Now Bolivar in the lane. Her floater short. Last touch by a Tiger hand. I think that was Koklas. Bentley 3-0 at home so far. Holy Family in true road games 5-0. Their only loss is technically a neutral site game. A Franklin Pierce loss at Staten Island. Holy Family extending the defense in the half court. Falcons negotiated well. Obar misses a little floater left side of the key. And here come the Tigers in transition. Searfoss head up. Has to peel back into the lane against Thompson. Boulder over. Second chance here. Prevo inside. And that should be a travel. Taking a 3-second call on Holy Family. And as Koklas tried to take it up to the rim, but too many black shirts in the paint. Morgan doubled on the perimeter. Skips it across for Thompson. Ball's knocked away and stolen by Morrow. Falcons seemed a little bit surprised by that double team. Here's Bolivar against Morgan. Too strong off the window. On the deck, ball rolling, and it rolls out of bounds. Tough luck for Koklas, who had it, but just couldn't stick a fork in it. Now, Tigers have had some extra opportunities on the offensive glass here. Bentley usually out-rebounds their opponents by 5.5 a game, which is good when you think about it, but for Holy Family, they actually out-rebound their opponents by almost 13 per game. Tops in the CACC and amongst the national leaders in Division II. And certainly, they can offensive rebounding as well. Average about 13 per game. Approaching the final minute of the first quarter. Thompson. Now Whitmore. Falcons can't get any penetration. Morgan ends up taking the long two. Nice block out on the baseline by Morrow. Both teams defending well. Holy Family getting closer to the basket in terms of their misses. The Falcons are defending that pretty well. Morrow keeps the dribble as she goes down, and a push off is the call on Koklas. Falcons have yet to be called for a foul in this game. 3 on Holy Family. And again, the pressure coming up court from Holy Family. They don't pressure the inbound, but on that that first pass across half court. They show some double teams here. They fall back in. This time it's back to the 2-3 zone with Searfoss and Morrow at the top. So check that, Morrow's on the wing. It's Searfoss and Shredder. Whitmore. And it's called for a travel. The family has been impressive with the zone. They're closing gaps very well. They're connected. Bentley finding it difficult to get inside. Tigers can get a last shot here under 10 seconds. Searfoss, crossover dribble, kicks it outside. 3 on the way. Whitmore dashes in for the rebound on the miss by Koklus, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So low-scoring first quarter at the Dana Center. The Falcons have themselves a 10-8 lead after 10 minutes. Back in just a moment, you're watching Bentley basketball from the Dana Center. 10-8 Falcons after a defensively oriented first quarter at the Dana Center. Bentley on a 4-game win streak. They won their first 4 this season and then lost a tough 2-point decision at AIC. Bounced back with 4 wins since then. Bentley family on a 10-game winning streak. Turn it over to start the second quarter. Searfoss loses it. Thompson steals it and goes all the way. First points for Ella Thompson. Now with 1,026. 8 behind Kate Kelly, who's 34th on the all-time Bentley scoring list. Thompson generally had a quiet game the other day against Malloy, but came up with a couple of big baskets in the fourth quarter. First foul on Bentley is going to be on Julia Eli, and it will result in the first free throws of the game. Trying the shot block on Prevo, and commits the foul. Carolyn Prevo, a 58% foul shooter. Holy Family as a team, just under 68%. And 1 for 2 for Prevo. Yeomans, Whitmore, Eli Thompson, and Cabantu on the floor for Bentley. Morrow, Searfoss, Hinkle. As Whitmore misses a turnaround. Prevo and Shredder, the others on the court for Holy Family to start the quarter. Shredder forces one up, which is blocked by Thompson. Holy Family retains possession. Skip pass to the left. Both teams have defended very well in this game so far. Eli trying to defend it tight, but a nice angle by Prevo. Took a nice entry pass, 1 power dribble and up for her second field goal. She's the game's leading scorer with 5. Brings the Tigers within a point. Penetration for the Falcons yet on this trip down court. We're down to 7 on the shot clock. Cabantu sees it, forces her way inside, scoops it up with the left, too strong. Prevo clears the rebound. Searfoss head up. Yeomans knocked it away initially from Hinkle, who recovers. Now 3 from Morrow. Can't get it down. Tigers have yet to make a 3 in this game. Bentley has 2 of them. Cabantu left corner tries one, short. And Prevo clears it. The Falcons faced a tough defensive team in Malloy the other day. And there were stretches where they took the first shot or not a great shot. That might have been the first time in this game that that's been the case so far here. Searfoss, the drive, and the 2. So 5 in a row for Holy Family. Puts the visitors up by a point. Holy Family's ability to drive and get to the hoop has proven effective. Eli can't hang on to the entry pass. And a trip on Cabantu. As Hinkle tried to make her way up court. Morgan, Ducharme, and Obar check in for Bentley. Falcons looking for a hot hand of some sort. The only Bentley player with more than one basket is Julia Eli. She's got 2 of them. Searfoss looks for a cutter. Now inside it goes. Hinkle works on Eli and draws the contact. Second foul on Julia Eli. And Prevost will head to the line once again, where she just split a pair. Holy Family coming off a 75-57 win at Dominican. And 4 players in double figures in that game. Cokeless with a dozen to lead the way. Actually outscored Dominican 29-9 in the second quarter in that game. The current 10-game winning streak for the Tigers features only 2 single-figure games. In other words, they've won every other game by double figures, as Prevost goes 1 for 2. The close one's a 73-65 win over Bloomsburg. The closest, though, was 2 games ago when they won at East Stroudsburg, 47-45. And we're trending in that direction here in terms of the over-under. 2-point Tiger lead. Shot clock at 7. Morgan inside for Ducharme. Tries to make a move. Tosses it up in desperation. Misses it, and another defensive rebound for Hinkle. It's been tough sledding for Bentley inside. Searfoss straight on, defended by Obar. Whitmore at the scores table, getting ready to check back in. Searfoss doing a lot of dribbling. Picks it up. Shot clock in single figures now. Hinkle calls for a screen. Prevost gives it to her. Takes a wild runner. And Morgan with a rebound. Bentley makes their own defensive stand there. Yeomans steps into an open 3 in transition. Didn't really get her feet right, though, and missed it. So she realized that she was going to be open too late to really set herself properly. Searfoss powers inside. Nope, offensive rebound for 2. Carolyn Prevost, who's been the best player on the floor. She's got 8. Holy Family has scored 8 in a row. And C. White decides it's time for the first timeout of the game. 5:16 to go in the first half. Holy Family on top of Bentley, 16-12. Back in a moment. You're watching Bentley basketball from the Dana Center.
The beauty of business is its ability to solve human problems and to bring those solutions to scale. And it's that scale.
At large bids and or seeding, when you look at the Northeast 10 Conference, 4 teams have just 1 loss, 2 others have just 2 losses. And it's so competitive in the NE10. Every competitive, and they're 5-5 right now, so they might just be the 3rd best team in the conference. Anyway, back out of the timeout. Bentley shooting just 24%, 5 of 21. Holy Family 32%, 7 of 22. Both teams with 6 turnovers. There's Morgan left side. And that pass goes through Whitmore's hands. Ducharme, the delivery that skids off her fingers and out of play. Tigers have scored the last 8 after Bentley scored the first bucket of the second quarter. Steal and hoop by Ella Thompson. So Bentley's had nothing in the half court in this quarter. Carly Bolivar across the lane, scoops it off the window for 2. Nice finish for Bolivar, and it's 10 in a row for Holy Family. Dawkins have got to solve the defense of the Tigers somehow. Otherwise, scoring is going to be a pretty difficult task. Ducharme, top of the key, back out for Obar. Pretty good look for 3. Can't get it. Ducharme not quite able to stay in bounds and keep the ball, and chasing it down in the corner. Yes, that's Holy Family head coach Bernadette Lakaitis. Falcons with a little bit of pressure up court. Let's see how intense it gets. Might just be for show as they drop back. Searfoss between the rings. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Jessica Reapy into the game for the first time. get free throws here for Cokeless. She split a pair of defenders. Ducharme's first. There's a concern that Bentley hasn't taken a free throw yet. Holy Family has not been called for a foul in this quarter. Cokeless misses the first of two. Senior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Now 10 of 19 at the free throw line this season. This can call Bentley a little bit fortunate that they're not down by more than this, because Holy Family is 3 of 6 at the foul line. And a turnover. Bolivar stepped through, too strong, and it's going to be outside official made the call. A loose ball foul, I think, on Prevo. That's her second. So maybe Bentley got a break there after the turnover. Holy Family unable to cash in. So Hinkle and Doherty back on the floor for Holy Family. Searfoss and Bolivar with pressure up court. Yeomans, Whitmore, Thompson, Ducharme, and Obar for Bentley. Falcons with just 2 points in this quarter and came early. The drought has been 6 minutes here. Yeomans weaves through traffic. Thompson at the foul line has it batted away by Bolivar. Thompson recovers, looks inside for Ducharme, clears some space and gets it down. Persistence shown by Thompson to keep that play alive. And Ducharme keeps her poise inside to end the Holy Family run at 11-0 and bring Bentley back to within 5. Reapy steps to the left, fires the 3. Nope. And Whitmore the rebound. Tigers have not made a 3. And Whitmore lost the handle momentarily, recovered. Ducharme took a moment to actually make the catch, but ends up getting fouled. And it'll be Doherty's first. And the first trip for Bentley to the free throw line more than 17 minutes into the game. And that's not a complaint. They really haven't deserved to go to the foul line. Ducharme, an outstanding foul shooter, over 83%. Doesn't qualify for the NE10 in terms of percentage yet, but and perfect on both free throws. So 4 straight points from Ducharme. Falcons back to within 1 possession with 2:40 left in the half. Doherty steps up to the perimeter, now Bolivar. Morrow to the lane, uses the glass for 2. Thompson right side. To the elbow comes Ducharme. Now Whitmore weaves in traffic, hands it off back to Ducharme, who misses inside. Second chance is blocked by Doherty. Stays with it, goes to the left. No. And eventually the rebound is taken by Hinkle. Three opportunities for Ducharme, none of them were dropped. Bolivar left side, dumps it into the post for Doherty, who travels. Jumping while making the catch in the post. Gotta get rid of it before you come down, and she didn't. Defense is dominating here in this game. Actually, look at the two teams defensively. They give up about the same number. Bentley just under 54, Holy Family just under 53. So I hope you took the under. Thompson bumped by Searfoss. Her first, just the second on Holy Family. So a side out for the Falcons.
That is her first personal, third team foul. Still Falcons ball.
The Falcons have scored in the 50s 3 games in a row, 59, 59, and 55. They've won them all, which is the good thing. Thompson straight away for 3. Long rebound all the way out to Yeomans on the 3-point stripe. Falcons will get another chance. Thompson forcing a pass into Whitmore, poked away by Bolivar. Searfoss pull up at the foul line in transition. Gets it down. 6 for Searfoss. Back to a 7-point lead for Holy Family. Matches their largest. Into the final minute of the first half. Left elbow, Whitmore takes the jumper, nope, and a loose ball foul on Ducharme. Tried to carve out some space inside, but knocked Hinkle over in the process. Second foul on Ducharme, and Bentley is over the limit. And sophomore Michaela Cooper checking into the game. 6'1" post from Arizona. Getting an opportunity for probably 41 seconds of play here, since Eli and Ducharme each have 2 fouls. See, White doesn't want to take a chance on either one getting a third. As Taylor Hinkle gets ready to shoot. 11 of 16 at the free throw line for the sophomore. Nice sophomore pairing of Hinkle and Searfoss. Doherty also a sophomore. Nice mixture of classes here for Holy Family. Once again, for the 4th time in this half, Holy Family goes 1 for 2 at the line. That's 4 points left on the table. And what could be a 12-point lead is only 8. Morgan back in the game for Bentley. Shot clock at 14, game clock at 25. Falcons trying to get some more movement on the perimeter. Interior pass for Whitmore. Ball goes to the deck, and Holy Family comes out with it. Searfoss in transition. Cooper picks her up there. Searfoss checks the clock down to 4. Outside Hinkle for 3. It's partially deflected by Obar. That brings us to the end of the first half. First half dominated by defense, in particular by Holy Family's defense. They hold Bentley to just 6 points in the second quarter and take an 8-point lead into the half, which is the largest of the game for either team. Carolyn Prevost with 8 points to lead the way. Teams that have great history and success, and it's good to see them playing on a regular basis. You know they're going to be competitive games. Last year was exactly that. Tough battle. More points, though. 77-70 was the final last year. Certainly hope for some more points in the second half here, especially if you're of the Bentley persuasion. Just 16 in the first half for a Falcon team that averages 66. But again, as I touched on earlier, they've only scored more than 67 points twice this year, and those were the first 2 games of the season. They scored 76 against Damon and 92 against Roberts Wesleyan in the season opening Roberts Wesleyan tournament. Since then, it's mostly 50s and 60s for Bentley. They've defended well, though, which has led to an 8-1 record, but at some point you're going to need some offense, and they're certainly going to need to find some in the second half, so we'll see what they can do here. Nia Morgan, the freshman, who missed a couple of games, did manage to play 8.5 minutes in the first half. Didn't score. Looked okay, just rusty at best. In terms of foul trouble, nobody has more than 2 fouls, so not much really. There weren't all that many fouls called in the first half. 11 in total. But for Bentley, Eli and Ducharme have 2 each. And for Holy Family, Prevost has 2. Bentley's original starting 5 on the floor: Whitmore, Yeomans, Ducharme, Cabantu, and Thompson. Holy Family in that sticky zone to start the second half. Whitmore gets in a little pocket at the foul line. Ball's tipped on the kick out. And pass back from Yeomans to Whitmore is off the mark, and the Falcons turn it over for the 11th time. Holy Family with their original starters on the line, and a travel called on Lindsey Treader gives it right back to Bentley. Prevost, Ava Morrow, Skylar Searfoss, and Taylor Hinkle. The others out on the floor for Bernadette Lockaitis' team. Cabantu bullet pass inside for Ducharme, kicks it out to Thompson. Left elbow jumper, too strong. Whitmore, the weak side rebound. Power dribble, tosses it up. No. Rebound snagged by Morrow. Morrow had 16 the other day against Malloy. Had a big second half in that game. Falcons look like they'll need it here. Searfoss gets a clean look from the left elbow and splashes it home. 8 points for Searfoss, who averages 10.5 and shoots it at 54%. And she's 4 of 6 from the floor so far in this contest. And for the first time, it's a double-figure lead for either team. And right now, the onus is clearly on Bentley to find a way to solve Holy Family's defense. Yeomans penetrates, ball rotates, right corner, Kabantu. Falcons keep the ball moving, Holy Family recovering well. 2 on the shot clock.
Enjoying the game.
To corner 3.
Let me have to start talking.
Another turnover. And a little more activity and penetration for Bentley that time. They couldn't evade Holy Family defenders, closing them out at each stop. Hinkle, right elbow, too strong. Rebound taken. And Hinkle, pardon me, it's Prevo on the rebound, finds Morrow, slipping free for 2. Well, Falcons struggling defensively here as well early in the second half. Now down by a dozen. Ducharme. Jump hook won't go, keeps it alive. Kabantu out for Whitmore.
I love watching basketball, so.
They're really not getting many good shots. Yeomans nearly stepped on the sideline. Finds Whitmore left side for 3, and she drills it. Nice to see Maggie Whitmore getting on the scoreboard.
Don't pass the time.
Her first points of the game. And slices what
Okay,
was a
tonight.
12-point lead down to 9. Falcons could use a stop here, though. Searfoss powers inside, has her shot blocked by Thompson out of bounds. Julia Eli and Brooke Obar replace Ducharme and Kabantu for Bentley. Actually, the Falcons are off until after the turn of the year. January 3rd, they take on defending regional champion Assumption here at the Dana Center. First of 2 straight NE10 contests. St. Rose, revived St. Rose, sadly in their last year of existence, but they're having a good season. And then Monday, January 8th, their last non-conference game, which will be against the College of Staten Island. Searfoss turns it over. Falcons have numbers at the other end. Obar spots up. Thompson sets the feet, fires the 3, and hits it. Back-to-back threes for the Falcons. Nice to see Thompson get going. So Whitmore and Thompson with 3s each. And Falcons have cut the lead in half. Maybe that's a sign. Treader left side for 3. And she got fouled by Yeomans. That's not a good decision by Cassidy Yeomans. Too close on the closeout. Now that's going to mean 3 free throws for Lindsay Treader. That's a good way to kill the momentum. And Treader hasn't taken many free throws this season, so they're not going to call that a shooting foul. I'm not sure what that was. Well, they're not shooting, so scratch all that. And Julia Eli just picked up her 3rd foul. Again, good position by Prevo. She's a big, wide body, but has good athleticism, and Eli has had some difficulty in trying to battle her and keep her off of that good angle. So a couple more free throws coming here for Prevo, who was 2 of 4 at the line in the first half. Ducharme replaces Eli. I think the Falcons certainly miss sophomore Sierra Norman today. Definitely use her in the paint, but out with illness. First free throw is no good for Prevo. For the Tigers, there's one Achilles heel today for them. It's got to be free throw shooting. They continue to go 1 for 2 at every stop. They're 5 of 10, and Thompson with a wild pass turns it over. Spinning through it with the left hands, and Yeomans had absolutely no chance to catch that. Sort of halfway in between an unforced error and the press doing its job. Hinkle in tight against Ducharme, who has 2 fouls. Gets her own rebound, brings it back out to the perimeter, and they'll start it again. Here's Treader. Finds a gap, tosses it up. Nope. And Whitmore dashing in for the rebound. Impromptu double team underneath. Whitmore breaks it. Here's Yeomans. Tries to go across the lane. Very fortunate there was a kick because Obar was open for a split second at best. And it'll be Bentley basketball under the basket. 4 minutes played in the second half. Bentley by 7. Probably Boulevard checks in the game for Lindsey Treader. Ryan Morgan just a little bit too late getting to the scorer's table. We'll have to wait for the next break to come into the contest. Whitmore along the baseline. Obar driving.
Bentley's in the white and Odaba's in the black. So I said that before, I apologize.
Uncontested rebound. Thompson battling Hinkle in the post. He's up about 3 or 4 inches there. Now Searfoss, nice hesitation dribble, gets free in the paint, but misses a short little pull-up. And Ducharme had the rebound. Couldn't hang on to it as she went down to the floor. Picked up by Bolivar. Now Hinkle against Thompson again, powers her way up. Nope. Offensive rebound by Prevost coming over the top of Whitmore. And her bounce pass goes right into the hands of the alert Thompson, who stepped in front of Hinkle. He's getting a little scattered in the second half. Thompson, another bad pass. Intended this time for Whitmore, and it's stolen. And eventually, Whitmore fouling Hinkle. Bentley getting sloppy with the basketball a little too frequently. Might be some frustration creeping into their play here in the second half. You have to remember, it's just a 7-point deficit, and even though points are hard to come by, it's not insurmountable. You see White gives Thompson a breather. Morgan back into the game. Fair Doherty checks in for Holy Family. As Hinkle gets ready to take free throws. She also split 1 of 2 in the first half.
Be a great way for Holy Family if they can.
Tigers led by 8 at the half. They lead by 8 right now. Hinkle will try to break the string of 1 for 2s.
In Division 2, so.
And does it. Holy Family, 12 free throw attempts.
Beat him, hey.
Only just 2. That tells you the story right there.
That would be, they'll be moving
out. Pressure quickly, a double on Yeomans, poked out of bounds. Bentley having difficulty in that initial inbound. And
possible, I'm not saying for sure.
Active, quick, and long today. They are giving Bentley fits. It's in the backcourt.
That would be cool.
Thompson was on the bench for the moment. Obar left side for 3 from Whitmore. Got it. That's a nice way to break the pressure. Brooke Obar drills the 3. And Bentley once again sidles to within 6.
Family's taking this pull for big win tonight.
Had stretched it back up to 9. With as many as 12. Here's Doherty straight away.
Like a week off.
Triple handoff for Searfoss.
Doherty
goes back into post. Entry passes
13
too
days
long
off.
for Bolivar.
New Year's Eve.
Whitmore picks up the loose ball weak side.
Into
the lane.
Oh.
Contact. Scored for Whitmore. And the free throw. Now Whitmore got away from Doherty in the paint. Now we'll have a chance for a 3-point play and a chance to make this a 3-point game. So Bentley hanging in there, finding something here in transition. The tempo was picked up a little bit, and that's definitely helped them. Hopeless with her second foul, and Whitmore is 15 of 18 at the line this year. Try to tack on the and 1, and uncharacteristically misses it. (11-3) Bentley run. Got a 12-point deficit to 4. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3 is well short from Morrow. And it's Bernadette Lockaitis' turn to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Bentley trying to mount a comeback here, down by 4. We'll take a quick break here watching Bentley basketball from the Dana Center. And 3:48 left in the third quarter. Falcons will put it in play under their own basket. Charlotte Thompson does stay on the bench for the moment. Whitmore, Yeomans, Morgan, Obar, and Ducharme on the court for the Falcons.
What time we? Wow.
Treader, Bolivar, Copless, Doherty, and Morrow for Holy Family. Tigers stay in that 2-3 zone. Bolivar and Treader at the top. Ducharme quickly out for Whitmore, finds some space. Falcons getting a little more penetration here as the third quarter goes on. Morgan tees up the three. Long rebound grab by Bolivar. And a basket by Copless. Turn the corner and was able to get to the hoop. Falcons had switched on all those dribble handoffs, but that time they didn't on the last handoff. Here's Obar for three. Nope. And travel unluckily for Holy Family as two Tigers collided with each other. Doherty and Kokolas. The latter having the rebound, and she gets knocked over, and the Falcons get a gift of an extra opportunity. Michaela Cooper into the game. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Played under a minute late in the first half. Ducharme inside, takes the power dribble, misses the shot. Second chance, nope, but she'll get to the free throw line.
Holy Family foul number 2.
Ava Morrow called for her first personal. Ducharme will head to the free throw line. Substitutions here for Lakaitis.
Skylar subbed in for Holy Family. Kylie Ducharme to the line, shooting 2.
Falcons joining Holy Family, missing some free throws here. Bentley now 2 of 4 at the line. Ducharme will try to salvage the last one. 17 of 21 at the line this year for the junior. She does make the second. Makes the 5-point game. Bentley comes up court with some pressure. Quick double team. Easily broken. Focus takes the pass across half court. Now back for Treader. And Searfoss settles it. Searfoss had a career high 26 in last year's Holy Family win over Bentley. And Ava Morrow at the elbow hits the jumper. So after the Falcons had crept to within 4, Tigers extend the lead out to 7. Morgan, cross half court. It's good to see her back, but she hasn't been her usual self. Not unexpected after missing a couple games. Had a bone bruise which kept her out, and Michaela Cooper travels. Whitmore and Thompson returning for Bentley as the clock ticks under 2 minutes in the third quarter. And Hickle back on the floor for Holy Family. Bolivar as well. Tigers have had 9 different players lead them in scoring this season. So you look at them statistically and you think, well, nobody averages more than 11 points a game, but they get so many contributions. And a lot of players who can step up and be effective. The perimeter game hasn't worked for them today, but it hasn't stopped them from taking the lead and keeping it. Searfoss misses in tight. And Prevo unable to snag the rebound. He had it, but never had it fully under control. Whitmore and Thompson in the backcourt. Skip pass. Thompson. 3 from the right wing. Nope. Tipped by Whitmore. Keeps it alive. Gets it back. Morgan looks to penetrate. Bolivar pokes it away. 1-on-2. Bolivar decides to peel back. Dumps it inside for Prevo. Makes the catch and powers away up for 2. You know, Prevo running the floor gets rewarded for it. And just like that, it's back to a 9-point Holy Family lead. Prevo, the first player in this game into double figures. 18 on the shot, 36 on the game clock for Bentley. Neither team in the bonus. And they're trying to figure out what to do against the zone. Whitmore, right elbow jumper off the iron. Well, good look. Can't complain about the shot. And Bolivar dribbles it off her foot. Thompson alertly there to pick it up. Bentley 3-on-1. Morgan to the cup. Can't get it to go. Have to take advantage of that. Didn't have the spacing right. Didn't make a pass. Now Holy Family gets out of jail on that. They have a chance for a last shot. Bolivar into the lane. It'll stay with them as bodies go down. Whitmore and Bolivar both took the brunt of that. Whitmore just now getting up to her feet. Cavanto replaces Morgan. And with 3.7 seconds left, it's Ava Morrow to put it in play for Holy Family. Unless the Tigers turn it over, they're going to extend their lead, which is 8 at halftime, 9 right now. Prevost makes the catch. Morrow right side gets it back, misses it, and that ends the quarter. So Holy Family 5-0 on their travels. Has played well here, and they have earned themselves a 9-point lead after 3 quarters and a chance to hand Bentley just their second loss of the season. Back in a moment. You're watching Bentley basketball from the Dana Center. Tigers staying exactly where they are shooting-wise, just under 36%. Bentley at 23%. They were at 21% at halftime, so only marginally better. Tigers were a +5 on the glass in the third quarter. Both teams had 10 offensive rebounds. Bentley 5 of 17 from three-point land. They've also committed 16 turnovers. The Tigers have committed 13 at the other end. Tigers with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Searfoss working with a screen up Bolivar, directs traffic. As Prevost gives the screen, Bolivar misses the drive. Prevost on the glass is tied up by Cavanto. Arrow favors Bentley. So rebound number 7 for Prevost. Taylor Hinkle, by the way, has a game-high 11 rebounds. Julie Eli goes drop step to the left and has her shot stuck back in her face by Hinkle and just held her ground and waited for the ball to be presented. 13 on the shot clock. Officially Bentley's first miss. Her first miss. Bentley, nobody shooting well. Eli was 2 of 2. And that's a tie up on the floor. Collision there as Eli took the worst of that. This time the arrow favors Holy Family. Eli had her head jammed and holding the back of her head and her neck, so I have to be careful on that. She'll come out. Ducharme replaces her. Hopefully she'll be okay. Get hit like that when you're on the floor unsuspectingly, it can really hurt. So hopefully she'll be okay. Falcons with pressure up court, trying to change the tempo somehow. They need some easy points. They have not found anything easy today. Holy Family's defense has been stellar. Prevost posting doesn't get it. Bolivar kicks it back out. And now it's Morrow. Hinkle gives the screen and rolls, but Whitmore cuts off the pass. Shot clock at 6. Bolivar forces up something, misses it. Put back won't go. Bolivar inside has it. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by the Tigers. It's tied up again. And it's going to be Bentley basketball. It's a great look inside by Prevost, but couldn't score. And the Falcons get away with that one. But for a team that scored just 28 points in over 31 minutes now, a 9-point deficit with 8:40 to go is pretty substantial. And that's what Bentley's facing here. Can they find a way? Falcons have taken only 5 free throws. I mentioned they're 5 of 17 from 3-point territory. Thompson inside, bounces it out. Obar, corner 3 from Cavanto. Front iron and a loose ball foul on Ducharme. Oh, she couldn't avoid Searfoss. And that's her 3rd foul. Holy Family on a 10-game winning streak. 2 of them were conference games against Goldie Beacom and Georgian Court. It played a lot of Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference teams, which are obviously in the same state. Shippensburg, Bloomsburg, Millersville, Kutztown, East Stroudsburg among the 10 victims in this current winning streak for the Tigers. Let's get pass from Bolivar across to Morrow. Hinkle inside. Entry pass from Morrow in the paint, swallowed up by a couple of Bentley defenders, and Obar takes it away. Whitmore across half court, right corner Thompson. Whitmore left side of the lane, tosses it up and gets it down. Maggie Whitmore has 7 points. She is Bentley's leading scorer in this game. And those are the first points of the 4th quarter for either team. 7:20 remaining. Falcons within 7. Hinkle in the middle. Sherfoss inside for Prevost. 3 defenders there. Ducharme had a hand on it. I thought that might have been a jump ball there, but goes out of bounds off Ducharme with 6 on the shot clock. Now, whatever the result here, the defensive effort from both teams has been terrific. Hinkle tracks down what could have been an errant pass. A long 3 from Treader to beat the shot clock. Misses it. Holy Family 0 of 8 from long distance. They won't care a bit if they end up holding on to win the game. Here's Ducharme facing up against Prevost. Goes to the left. Oh, nice finish by Ducharme. One of the few times that a Falcon player actually beats a defender and then there's no help side defense. And Burnett Alkaitis takes a quick 30-second timeout. As the Falcons chip away, first 4 of the quarter, it was 37-32 with 6:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. I mentioned the NE10 are clumped, a group of teams at the top. Actually, there's technically a 4-way tie for first place. Bentley, Pace, St. Rose, and Southern New Hampshire all 4-1 in conference play. AIC is 3-1 in league play, and amongst that group, 4 of the 5 teams have just 1 loss. The only team that doesn't is Southern New Hampshire, and they're 6-2. Keep looking further down the line. Assumption, the defending regional champions, 2-2 in conference play and 6-2 overall. And the NE10 in non-conference play has been just magnificent. They have been hard to beat when it comes to non-conference play. Overall, the NE10 is 37-8 against non-conference teams. And that is more than a little bit impressive. In fact, if you look at it right now, the only NE10 team that actually is coming off a loss in their last game is St. Anselm. They lost today at Nova Southeastern. Treader for some reason trying a 3 with 16 on the shot clock. Missed it. Great catch by Ducharme. Looked like a wide receiver there. Back to Whitmore, who made the pass. And a bump is called on Taylor Hinkle. Her 2nd foul. First of the 4th quarter. And I really have no idea why Treader tried that 3. The shot clock wasn't running down, and she was a good 5 feet behind the line. Thompson puts it in play underneath. Looks inside now for Ducharme. Almost lost it, but beats Morrow to the loose ball. Seven on the shot clock. Thompson goes to the left, has a shot blocked by Prevost. There's the help defender lurking inside. And the Falcons come up empty. And at least they've managed to trim what was a 9-point deficit down to 5. But there's the first 3 of the day for Holy Family. It's Ava Morrow, top of the key. And that makes it an 8-point game. The Tigers now 1 of 10 from 3-point land, but that's a big one. Ducharme inside, skips it over to the right. Thompson catch and shoot 3, nope. Ducharme sticks her nose in, gets the rebound, and gets fouled. I think a little frustrated at that. Wonders how Ducharme got there, but she did. Ducharme now unofficially with 8 offensive rebounds and 10 overall. is not in Bentley's favor, though. We're down to 5.5 minutes to go. Thompson has to go all the way up to midcourt for Cabantu. Obar looks inside for Ducharme. Spins, goes to the left, and scores. 9 for Ducharme. It's a 6-point difference. Searfoss left side in the corner. Doherty in tight. Morrow for 3. She just made 1. I'm not going to call that a heat check, but missed it. And Cabantu with a strong rebound inside. Whitmore, drive and kick. Obar, left side 3 is too strong. Let's see that coming out of her hand. And Searfoss jogs across midcourt. Morrow looks inside. Hinkle wide open. Ducharme got there a step late. Got a lot of ball, but also got some body. That's 4 fouls on Kylie Ducharme. Rueful smile. See White's face.
Ooh.
Hinkle was open too long. Eventually it cost Bentley free throws. And just the question here is, do you keep Ducharme in with 4:36 to go? Julie Eli is still on the bench. Remember, she went out as she got hurt in a loose ball chase there. Somebody hitting her on the backside of the head, and she looks okay, but Michaela Cooper gets the call to come in for Bentley. As Hinkle gets ready for a couple free throws, she's 3 of 4 at the line. Makes the first one. Tigers just keeping Bentley at arm's length. And finally making more free throws here in the second half. And now 5 of 6 and have an 8-point lead, which is exactly what they had at halftime. Morgan thought about the 3, didn't take it. Whitmore tries to create some space. Shot clock at 5. Gets it back. Straightaway 3. Got it. Whitmore, the first Falcon in double digits with 10. And again, it's a 5-point game. We're down to 4 minutes to go. And the Falcons can ill afford to give up too much more. Saying that scoring has been such a slog for them. Here's Morrow. Skips it right side for Searfoss. In the pocket inside goes Hinkle. Bolivar. Morrow. Shot clock at 4. Searfoss for 3 right side. Nope. Cooper gets a hand on the rebound but can't control it. Tigers get it back. Prevost, the elbow. Back out to Bolivar. Take almost a minute off the clock here. Morrow gets free, but misses the jumper, and Cooper with the rebound. Well, Bentley can make this a 1-possession game with a score. Obar skips it right side. Thompson, open 3 on the way. Nope. Rebound snagged by Hinkle. And that was a good chance there. Thompson, just 5 points today. Can't cash in. Now we're under 3 minutes. Feels like the next basket is really going to be important. Or even next points, even if it's free throws. Hinkle tries the 3. Nope. Loose ball on the baseline, picked up by Morgan, who alertly calls a timeout as she was heading out of bounds. And see what will make that a 30-second timeout with 2:41. Possession being certainly worth a timeout there. And the Falcons will have it with 2:41 remaining. So once again, Falcons in action again after the holiday break. January 3rd is their next game. They'll take on Assumption. It'll be the 3rd game in this, what will end up being a 5-game homestand, which started on Saturday and will continue until January 8th. So if my math is correct, it'll be a 23-day, 5-game homestand. And after that, Bentley won't have any more than 2 games in a row, either at home or on the road, the rest of the way. Holy Family took the lead in the second quarter with an 11-0 run. They've held it ever since. Led by 12 early in the third quarter. Bentley now a chance to get this down to a single score game if they can get something on this trip. Cassidy Yeoman's back on the floor for Bentley. Ducharme as well, despite the 4 fouls. Right side, Thompson in the corner for Obar. Shot clock at 7. Whitmore inside. Her kickout pass looking for Yeomans. Sticks right on the hand of Carly Bolivar, and the Falcons don't even get a shot. Each team has committed 2 fouls in this fourth quarter. So no bonus yet. Interior play, Hinkle inside, scores on a nice delivery from Prevo. And Hinkle with 11 now leads Holy Family, and a 7-point game under 2 minutes to go. Mountain might be a little bit too much for Bentley here, unless they suddenly make some shots that they really haven't made all day. Ducharme inside, tough runner, in and out, but she'll get free throws with 1:41 left.
Holy Family foul number 20, Carolyn Prevo. That's her first.
Prevo picks up her 3rd foul, and Ducharme's 3 of 5 at the foul line. 3 of 4 at the foul line. Bentley as a team is 3 of 5, so the only other player to take a free throw for Bentley was Whitmore, who missed an and one, and Ducharme misses the first of 2 here. Falcons can ill afford that. And a timeout called by Holy Family between the 2 free throws. We'll take it as well. 1:41 left with Holy Family on top 44-37. You're watching Bentley basketball from the Dana Center.